All right, away we go. We are going to do a work hold this morning. So the way that works is it's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, but it's not doing reps for the whole full 40 seconds. You've got 8 reps of each exercise, and then whatever's left, you hold at the bottom position. So if you're in a goblet squat, you're holding in the bottom. If you're doing a row, you hold at the top. So really wherever the most challenging part of the exercise is, you hold there. So starting with the goblet squat, and then one arm row. So you can do that in a couple different ways. If you have a band, you can use a band and just row with one side first, or you can be in this kind of like, put your hand on like you would put your hand on a bench and just pull your elbow up to the ceiling. That's going to challenge your hips a little bit too. So depending on the equipment that you have, if you have a dumbbell that's good for a row, use that. If you if you have a band that's good, like you could sit down with your legs straight out in front of you and just row with one arm and hold at the end of that. Totally up to you on how to do the row. Push-ups are push-ups. After your 8th push-up, you'll go down and hold with elbows right around 90 degrees. So not all the way on the floor, but looking for elbows about 90 degrees. Side bridge press is kind of a side bridge or side plank from your knees, and you're pressing your hip pocket up toward the ceiling. Hi, yes, nice to see you. Yes, thank you. Pressing your hip pocket up towards the ceiling, and then at the top, you're going to hold that hip up to the ceiling, and it's your bottom leg that's doing the work there. So it's not like you're just taking your top leg and lifting it. You're pressing your bottom leg into the floor to lift your hips up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rolling. We're going to go through that 4 times today for a total of 24 minutes. Total 24 minutes on the circuit. So we'll roll out here, get warmed up. And let's just give your calves and ankles and the back of your legs a quick once over before we get to our hips. When you're rolling your calves, make sure instead of just going straight up and down, like with your toes pointing up towards the ceiling, turn your feet out a little bit, turn your feet in a little bit so your toes point at each other. You can kind of do the same thing on your hamstrings as you're rolling. The nice thing about these work hold circuits is, again, you can kind of get what you want to get out of them. If you do 8 slow reps, it leaves you with not a lot of time to hold at the end. But then again, you're doing slow reps and it takes a while to get through them. Or, if you want to get through the reps, then you've got the hold to look forward to for the last, 15 seconds or so. Let's get into your hips here. Sitting on top of the roller. All right, switch to the other side if you haven't already. We are back in action at the gym, so make sure you schedule your classes. We are limiting it to 4. It looked like yesterday not every class was full. I think there might have been 1 or 2 out of the 8. So, I think people are kind of cautiously coming back, but also yesterday people were really excited to be back. So if you didn't get a chance to get in yesterday and you want to, sign up online just like you normally would. We were kind of keeping it quiet since we're not exactly given the green light just yet, but Yesterday I saw an ad for Powerhouse Gym that they were opening yesterday. So I'm guessing that we don't need to be that quiet about it if Powerhouse Gym is advertising. And that place is way more risky than ours. So, all right, roll on your back. And turn the roller, sit on one end, put that roller right down your spine, and adjust yourself so that you can rest your head on the roller if possible. So we want your tailbone and your head on the roller. All right, from here, we're just gonna go through kind of a snow angel with your top half. So really just the arm movements here. We're gonna go through this for 20 seconds, just going through that nice shoulder stretch. Try to get your shoulders to move. When your hands are up above your head with straight arms, you should feel the bottom edge of your shoulder blades rotating out on your back, right? So it shouldn't be a shrug, right? We're not crunching shoulders up by your ears, but kind of thinking of your shoulders rotating, your shoulder blades rotating out as your hands go up over your head. All right, let's turn that into a floor slide. So now reaching above your head up in the letter Y, you're gonna slide those elbows down towards your pockets, trying to keep your forearms parallel to the ground. So we're just reaching up and down. Should feel a stretch in your chest here and up in your shoulder. We're getting the rotators going. And good. From there, let's move the roller out from under you. We'll go heels to the ceiling. Pressing those heels up. If you want to hold a leg, you can hold a leg. Otherwise, we're just lowering a heel down to tap the floor. Come back up. We'll alternate here. We'll go for time instead of reps. I will tell you halfway though. What they have. Halfway if you're switching sides. Otherwise, if you're alternating, just keep going. And good, relax. Let's give one leg a hug. Try to touch the back of your other knee to the ground. Right, so one leg is out straight. We're trying to get the back of your knee on the ground. At the same time, you're giving the other leg a hug. You should feel a stretch on your hip flexor here. If you don't feel a stretch on your hip flexor here, that probably means you're in okay. You're in an okay position to begin with. That's all right. And let's switch sides. Remember, trying to keep the back of your straight leg on the floor. And good. Let's roll over to all fours. All fours, one leg out to the side. So we're gonna get a groin stretch here. And then we'll do double duty. You're gonna take whatever leg is out, take that opposite hand. You're gonna reach under, try to reach for your foot. And we're gonna rotate up for the ceiling. Reaching for your foot. Rotate up, try to point those fingertips up at the ceiling. It's gonna be pretty challenging because you're really kind of bound in there because of where your hips are. Ten more seconds. All right, let's switch sides. So we're putting the other leg out. All right, and we reach. It's okay if you have one side that you feel like is tougher than the other. It's definitely my case. Ten more seconds. And relax. Let's go to a push-up position. Letting those heels drop down towards the ground. Push your hips up. So we'll just hold this for a hamstring stretch. You can shift from side to side. Letting your heels drop farther and farther towards the floor. And relax. All right, coming up to standing. Just going to alternate some reverse lunges. Just stepping back, alternating. And last, just turning those into lateral lunges, stepping out to the side. And good to go. Okay, so 24 minutes of circuit today. Remember, we're working for the for 8 reps. Whatever's left of the 40 seconds is a hold. So you find yourself holding at the bottom of the goblet squat, the bottom of the push-up, and then kind of the top of the row and the top of the bridge, side bridge press. Okay, so we'll walk through it here. We've got 24 minutes together this morning, and we're starting off with the goblet squat. Use whatever weights either available or appropriate for you. Remember, if you have low back stuff, or if goblet squats tend to bother your low back, you can not, instead of holding the weight up here, you'll hold the weight down. So it's still the same mechanics. It's just you're not getting that lower back load by having the weight above you. Okay. So we got 40 seconds to get 8 reps and hold the remainder. Ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, we're trying to hold in that 90-degree position. Pressing your heels down through the floor. 90 degrees at the back of your knee. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 20 seconds to rest. We've got a row next. Remember, you can do that with the dumbbell or kettlebell, or you can do it with a band. Just remember, we're doing one arm at a time. Okay, ready, and go. Take note of which side you're starting with. It's not going to take long to do 8 rows. Which means you've got a good long time to hold. Make sure your chest is pointing down at the floor. Weight should be in the front leg. Your back leg is just kind of there as a kickstand. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna row on the other side. Really important, you can kind of use that hold time to check in. Make sure your shoulder blades should be flush on your back. Your shoulder should be pulled down, not crunched up by your ear. Got the other side to work on in 2, 1, here we go. So think of your best posture here. Chest is gonna be out. Hinged at your hip. If you're feeling this in your low back, if you're bent over and you're feeling this in your low back, we've got to get your hip to do the work for you. So pressing that front heel down into the ground. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and relax. Push-ups are next. Five seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. 8 push-ups plus the hold. Twenty seconds left. Trying to hold at that 90 degrees or wherever you can manage. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Staying on the floor for the side bridge press. So we're just gonna go on to an elbow here. Remember, it's a side plank from your knees, and that bottom leg is pushing down into the floor, extending away from your body. So it's gonna push your hips up towards the ceiling. All right, here we go. 8 reps, and hold at the top for the remainder. Make sure this doesn't turn into a side crunch. Right? We really shouldn't be like crunching down on your side, using your abs to crunch. It's just extending your hip. 15 seconds left. Really squeezing at the top. 5, 2, 1, and relax. So at the end of that exercise, you should feel your hip getting fatigued, maybe your shoulder just from being propped up, but mostly in your hips. Okay, 3 seconds, other side. And here we go. 8 reps and then a hold. Should be checking in, making sure your hips are in line, right in between your knees and your shoulders. We don't want your butt sticking out behind you. 15 seconds left. 5, 2, 1, and relax. 20 seconds rest. That's round 1. Back up top to the goblet squats for round 2. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway there, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. The nice thing about the holds is it gives you a good long time to make sure the movement feels right, making sure you got the right things working for you. Should feel like a nice team effort on those goblet squats. Okay, we got a row. Here we go. If you can remember what side you rode first last time, try to alternate that as we go through the rounds here. Again, keeping those shoulder blades flush against your rib cage, pulling your elbow up towards the ceiling, not just pulling your hand into you. Your hand is just there to hook onto the weight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway there, 20 seconds. If you're doing a bent over row here, make sure you're kind of making that double chin. We're pulling the back of your head up towards the ceiling so you're not craning your neck forward. 3, 2, 1, relax. I'll do the band version next time through, just in case anybody's doing that. All right, heading down to the floor for a push-up. All right, and here we go, 8 push-ups and a hold.
This comes with weighted push-ups. Ah. Girly.
15 seconds. Checking in, making sure your tailbone is tucked down. 5 seconds. 2, 1, relax. Staying on the floor for the side bridge. Try to start on the side you ended on last time. All right, and here we go. Pressing that hip up towards the ceiling. Keeping your hips one pocket right up underneath the other. We shouldn't be leaning forward facing the ground or turned up towards the ceiling. "15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Five seconds left till we go on the other side. 2, 1, and here we go. Extending that bottom knee into the ground. It's going to lift your hips up. "20 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One way to modify that a little bit if needed is to just stack your knees up on top of each other. So you're kind of pushing down with both legs. Just gives your bottom leg a little bit of help. Okay, we're back up to the top. We're already halfway through. 2 rounds to go. And goblet squats. Here we go. Twenty seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I'll do the band version of the row this time. So really it's anything pulling a weight into you or resistance in toward you. 2, 1, and here we go. Fifteen seconds left. Trying to stay square. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Ten seconds. So whichever version you're doing, make sure you're nice and tall from your tailbone all the way up through your head. And here we go. Nice thing about using a band is actually you can, just by how much band you give yourself on that side, you can make it easier or harder. So if you really take away a lot of band on the side that you're rowing on, it can make it a lot more challenging. Sometimes it works out pretty good. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Push-ups are next, even though I don't want to. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, as we go through here, you can modify as much as you need to. If full push-ups are not in the cards anymore, you can always alter the depth there or put your knees down. $20 seconds left. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Ooh. Staying on the ground for the hip press. 3 seconds left. And here we go. As your hip gets tired, you're going to be more and more tempted to make it that side crunch. Right? So we're holding strong with your core, with the outside of your core here, the bottom side. You're going to stay strong there, but we shouldn't be crunching with it. You shouldn't really be crunching down on that side. Just extend your knee away from your body. Hold your hips up the best you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ten seconds left to rest. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. Hip press. Twenty seconds left. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and relax. All right, back up to the top for the last round here. Three seconds. And goblet squats. Ready? Here we go. Halfway there, 20 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Row is next. 5 seconds. And here we go. Rowing in for 8. Always checking that posture. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Rowing the other side. We got 10 seconds left to rest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen seconds left. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 3 minutes left to go here, guys. All body weight stuff left. 3 seconds till the push-ups. 2, 1. Last set, here we go. Make sure those fingers are spread nice and wide. The more you can stretch your tissues, the more spring you'll get. Fifteen seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, 2 minutes left. Just a side bridge on each, or a side bridge press on each side. 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Last minute. Side bridge press on the other side. Five more seconds to rest. 2, 1. Last set for the day. Here we go, guys. Twenty seconds left. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Since you're already on the floor, you might as well hang out. Don't go anywhere yet. Just grabbing everybody's name. That was easy. I'm going to assume everybody else is in the gym. All right, so just hanging out, getting your breath back. A little bit different feel this morning. Probably lots of tired muscles. Some heart rate. But today was really more about getting that muscular fatigue. There's a ton of value in those holds, just those isometric holds. Great way to build strength, and it does not leave you as sore as reps would. Lots of conscious control of your breath here. Sit nice and tall, giving yourself lots of space to breathe into. So yeah, those like the isometrics or the holds, we'll use that when even college and pro hockey guys come back, just because it's a great way to build strength and some endurance without leaving them like really, really sore. So it's kind of like one of those things we'll do at the beginning of the summer. Now, as your heart rate's recovering, if you're lying on your back, let's go ahead and sit up. If you're seated, let's go ahead and stand. So just bringing that heart rate back down. If it helps you to walk, you can go ahead and walk. If you'd rather stand still, you can stand still. Let's just check your posture, make sure everything's strong before you take off this morning. Okay, and that's a day. All right, happy Friday, everybody. Maybe we'll see you in the morning. Check the Facebook group, or I may send out an email today. We may make tomorrow outside in the morning. So it's gonna be 9 o'clock. It'll be outside at the gym. So check your email. I'll send something out later today once I get a feel for how many people will be there. So, all right. Hope you all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.